no idea what this video is going to be exactly. I guess maybe a life update. I don't know. So I'm sure all of you guys know by now that Jordan has graduated. Or if you're new, I guess, hello, my name is Hollabec. Thank you for stopping by. And since graduating, Jordan has actually gotten tons of job offers, and he has finally accepted one. And as a result, we are going to be moving early September. And I swear to God, these past few weeks already have been the most stressful. Like, my anxiety level has hit a level that it has never hit before. Like, I'm smiling right now, but I am empty inside. My creative well has completely run dry because I am so overstretched trying to get us ready for this move. So there have been a ton of phone calls that I've been making, applications that I've been filling out. We've visited so many apartment buildings right now, and I think that's probably the hugest stressor, because as of right now, we don't have a place that we're actually moving into. And I think I'm finally getting a taste of like bigger city life, because every apartment complex that we have talked to have either been so outrageously out of our price range, or they have been complete and total assholes. Like, nobody really cares about providing homes for people anymore. It's almost like this thought process, like, this is a privilege and you have to prove yourself. Like, throw you in the Coliseum and fight against all these other people, and whoever ends up winning gets the apartment. So it's like they either want you to move in immediately, or they have a wait list, which means we wouldn't have a guarantee that we would have an apartment when we need it. And honestly, I think that is probably my biggest stressor right now. And I'm a little upset because I got kind of bad news today as far as apartments are concerned. In my search, I found just this little gem of an apartment. Like, it was almost too good to be true. It was in a rural area outside of the city where Jordan's going to be working. It had everything we were looking for, all the amenities. It had a washer and dryer in the unit, which I would love to have, but I think I'm going to have to compromise on that. But the thing was, is I could not find like a number for it, so it was almost like a privately owned little apartment unit. And I did manage to find like a realtor information. So I contacted this realtor to get information on the apartment, and she was very nice and forwarded my information to the property owner. And it looked like it was actually going to be a really good thing, I guess. Like, it might actually work out for us. But of course that was too good to be true, because the other thing that we have been running into is finding an apartment complex that will accommodate our cats. So of course, after finally getting a hold of this woman who owned the property and speaking with her, first flag went up, she didn't accept animals, and that was the end of that. The other very frustrating part is it seems like most apartment complexes you have to actually apply for to prove that you qualify for them, but the problem is the applications are not free. And on top of that, it's not like a one kind of flat rate fee for like whoever all is going to be living in the apartment. You have to pay a fee for everybody over the age of 18 that's going to be living in the apartment. So that means both Jordan and I would have to fill out an application and pay the fee, which wouldn't be a problem, except in most cases it's anywhere from like $35 to like $50 per person. So you're talking about $70 to like $100 per apartment complex just to be put on a waiting list. So we're faced with a lot of different options, whether or not to downsize, because right now we are living in a 2-bedroom apartment. It is so big. This is probably the nicest apartment for the price. Like, we're only paying $520 for this 2-bedroom apartment, and we pay electric and heat, and that's it. And I'm finding out just in my search in the city where we're moving just how good of a deal this apartment is. Because anywhere else, we're looking at close to over $1,000, which we can afford, but kind of the position we're in, whatever extra money Jordan's going to be making from this new job would instantly go to this humongous rent bill. So it's almost like we wouldn't really be progressing at all. We would essentially be in the same place we are now, just making more money and spending more money, I guess, if that makes sense. So the other option is to then downsize to a 1-bedroom apartment, which means we'd have to sell half our shit, which I am not okay with, because that also feels like taking a huge step back. And that's not what we're doing. We're trying to, you want to keep moving forward. And I've never been the kind of girl to take a step back just to take a step forward, I want to be on a constant incline. So that is what we're dealing with there. But then, of course, there's all the added stressors. Of course, Jordan has to finish up his obligations at his current job. And then, little things that, pop up at the same time. So, a lot of expenses and having to get our cats updated on their shots and the process of closing different accounts that we need to close. And I know you guys may be thinking I'm completely crazy because I still have a month. But let me tell you, I know that month is going to go by so quickly. And I just want to get as much prepared as I can ahead of time. I don't want to have to be holding things off to the last minute to satisfy some apartment building, hoping that they would get an opening and that we would fill it immediately like they want us to do. And on top of all that, I want to start getting packing done because we have a lot of crap. And it never hurts to kind of pack up the things that you don't need or that you don't use often, or that you wouldn't miss within a month's time. So I want to work on doing that, but then we just need to get a hold of some boxes, which I think Jordan might actually be able to do that because we're cheap and we don't buy boxes. I think mostly right now just the biggest factor is just the unknown, and I can't handle that. I need to know where we're moving. I need to know that we're going to be taken care of where we go, and that it's going to play out, even if not smoothly, how I expect it to play out. So I have been extremely anxious, and I have been non-stop trying to get things taken care of. And because of that, honestly, for the past 2 weeks, my videos have sucked because this is the lowest thing on my priority list. I hate saying that, but it has been. I've been having a hard time doing any of the things that I enjoy doing because my mind is elsewhere and I can't seem to pull myself away from it. So the only time I'm not focusing on an application or making phone calls or planning out our entire next month, I'm pretty much cleaning. So I would say my apartment at this point has never been cleaner because when I'm anxious and I can't seem to get my mind off of something, it's the only thing that I feel like I can do. So pretty much all this video is trying to say is, I'm sorry, I don't have a randomness and awesomeness for you. I don't know what my videos are going to look like this next coming month, really. And probably even the next couple weeks after that as we're moving in and getting settled. And I just hope that you guys will understand and stick around and know that it won't always stay like this. Honestly though, to you that actually watch my videos, thank you. That makes me feel really good to know that something I'm creating is actually being enjoyed by other people. So please stick around. I will be back. I'll still be making videos, but I have no idea what they're going to be like in the days ahead. So that is where I'm going to leave you guys today. I'll be alright, I promise. I'm just really jittery. Thank you for watching. I'll see you the next time around.